Welcome once more to the Premier Soccer League headquarters as we preview the quarter-final fixture, which will be the second of the weekend. It takes place on Saturday evening. 1800 hours is the kickoff at Athlone Stadium, Stellenbosch FC and Mamelodi Sundowns. And of course, we're joined by the Mamelodi Sundowns head coach, Mr. Rhulani Mokwena, as we preview the fixture. Coach, opening remarks, thoughts heading into that fixture. The last time you were there, I think it was a draw. But just your thoughts about the opposition and the opportunity to progress to the last four.
Good afternoon to members of the media. Good team. Difficult team to play against in a relatively good vein of form. We know we have to play very, very well in Cape Town to give ourselves a chance to win and progress to the semi-finals. Important game for us, very important game for us, and one that the players know how important it is to the football club.
All right, let's take questions from the floor. I see hands on my left-hand side. Okay, Mazola, you can go.
Coach?
Sure.
I wanted to ask about, obviously, having, I think it's three successive
I can hear you. Yeah, very audible.
Three successive draws now, but when you just to get into the coach's thinking, when you do your post-match, you say proud of the performance, they've given their all. Can you explain to us, maybe, the football fraternity, how coaches look at certain elements? Because, for instance, in the Champions League this week, you have Thomas Tuchel saying he's proud of Bayern, but they were beaten 3-0.
Sure.
To a layman, it doesn't make sense.
Sure.
You can take us into your confidence.
Look, I think the game of football and maybe even society has given us all an opportunity to voice our opinions. And we've got to respect the fact that because we all are different human beings, we've got different interpretations of what is good and what isn't good. And because now our opinions can now be shared amongst the public domain, and sometimes maybe we have to also be careful because part to a lot of our thinking in modern society is what we would call a sheep type of mentality, where one goes, everybody follows. And that's why maybe I've moved myself away from the social media space, because I try to have very sober thoughts about the team. I try to live with the team on the pitch every single day. I watch every single match 2 times, 3 times, maybe even 4 times sometimes if I have time. And then also try to get into the space of the people that are very close to us, the technical team, the support staff, who also share their opinions on the performance of the team, and that's very important. And it's not always about the data, but if you look at the data of our last 3 games, the most important for sure is the score, because we are in football to win football matches, but we've created so many chances. Yesterday we had 18 possibilities. We had 9 shots on target. It's probably one of the highest we've had this season. But still, the game ends 1-1. So you look for things that maybe not too evident on the eye, but the effort, the personality of the team, the desire to try to win the football match appeals to me a lot. The spirit and the energy that I see from the players, that appeals to me a lot. And as long as we still have that, I know that we are just a couple of minutes away from winning games. So it's not always easy to win every single match, but we try to win every single match, and that's what we've got to continue. Sometimes we are victims of our own successes, you know. If the criticism of our team, imagine if the criticism of our team is 3 consecutive defeats, having not scored a goal or maybe scored 1 goal in the last 3 games. And my question to you is, who's won more games than us this season? Who's scored more goals than us this season? So where is the doubt and the questions about not being able to score goals? Where does that come from? It's very difficult. It's football.
All right, Tsepo.
Thanks, Coach.
Sure, Tsepo.
Microphone. Let's just get another one.
It's tired.
He's hungry.
It's tired. It's hungry.
Yeah, it's been a long day.
It's been a very long, even for the mic.
Yeah. Just for the
Yeah. Coach, this morning, Tsepo from ENC.
Sure, Tsepo.
This morning, the MD at my station came looking for me high and low.
Oh,
Called
I hope it was for a promotion.
hopefully. And then he was celebrating, laughing that Sundowns have not won in 3 games. Obviously, he's not a Sundowns support. He was celebrating, and I told him that no, but this guy, the league is done. So anyway, my question is now: is the Nedbank Cup? Does it come at the right time in terms of the cheap mental focus, where it's a different competition, probably, and it's a must win, where the team can probably get back to winning ones? Thanks.
Next time you must tell him maybe there as a starting point. And I am not surprised. I think there's a lot of articles that yesterday were written until that goal Sipho scored, and they had to delete quickly. Yeah, so it's tough. It's the world we live in, unfortunately. But yeah, we try to win games. We try to do our best, and we'll try again. I don't think if really, and let's watch maybe with a soberness of the eye. If you watch Sundowns' games, you want to really tell me the players are not trying to win the matches. Yesterday I saw an incredible stat that said Sundowns has only been able to come back from behind and win a football match twice in the last 13 years. Someone sent me that stat. This is the first time we actually went behind this season, and that was such an important test for us to overcome, and it was not easy. Golden Arrows are a very good side. They've got very good players. They packed a punch. They're in a rich vein of form, and we had to fight, and we had to overcome the result yesterday. And I'm so proud of the players, especially for the commitment and the intensity and the desire in the second half. And it was from everybody, you know. Even Serino came on, the young Mabena tried, and everyone was just trying. And as long as we do that, we just around the corner, you know. The road to success is not paved in the glitz and the glam, and it's not smooth sailing. You've got to sail through the turbulence, and we've got to also be grateful to God, because for others the turbulences are very, very, very difficult, and for us the turbulences are just 3 draws in a row. So we have to still appreciate the fact that even while football dishes out lessons and tests, it still doesn't affect us that much, and we just have to keep going and try to be stronger and stronger and stronger.
Okay, moving right along, Kamo. I'm also looking for new hands. Karawa had noted you, so you'll be next.
After your coach, Kamohelo
Sure, Kamo.
from VFM Sport.
Yeah.
Coach, how tricky is it to play a team like Stellenbosch FC? I mean, you played them about a fortnight ago, you played a 1-0 draw, and now you're playing them again now in a cup competition whereby now, ever since they've lost a player, it seems as if like that has also served as a motivation for them, winning 5 games in a row. They just hit a slump against Kaizer Chiefs last time. So how tricky is it to play them at this point?
Yeah, always difficult. Very good side, well-coached side. Stevie Barker is doing good work. The log position doesn't reflect their quality and the performances. But that's, as I said, that's football, you know. Very good team with some very good players. Oletu Makanya at centre back, bright potential. Basadine has been very good and extremely consistent. Okay, Van der Rooyen is injured, so it will be interesting to see. We have to go in deeper into the games. We've seen what they could possibly do, so we have to continue to try to dig deep and find information. Sibia is good, strong, very experienced. You know, he's played for some PSL and NFD sides, and so he's got very good experience, strong with good physicality, very aggressive in the duels. They've got a very strong midfield. Jabbar has got incredible capacity to cover ground and a very, very good left foot with diagonal balls to find the isolations on the sides, especially for the speed of Titus. They've got Reyners, who's come back from Supersport, and his movement is very, very tricky. But his movement is influenced by a little bit of the link up between him and De Jong. De Jong is good, especially with the ball to feet, and then that if you're not careful, that brings the centre halves to step into the midfield a lot more. And once your centre halves step into the midfield, then you've got space behind for Reyners to run into. And then of course Medieta is very important for them in between the lines, behind the defensive line, and so a very good side. A good side. We've already started to do our homework. We will speak to the players about it more tomorrow. Today we had to show our performance against Golden Arrows, some of the details and the things we didn't do so well, and then recover. And then we've still got a training session now at 3 o'clock to try to see where everybody is mentally, physically, and try to recover the team as quickly as possible.
Okay, coach has just reminded me that we need to release him.
Yeah.
The next, so I'll just take the last 2. I had pointed at Karabo, so can we give Karabo a chance? I'll think about who can. Let me apply my mind.
Good afternoon, Coach.
Good afternoon, Karabo.
Couple of dreams, of course, up against Stellenbosch. And I just want to focus more on the younger players, but not one in particular. I mean, for example, Mabena, just an example. He wakes up, opens his teenage eyes and he sees Temba's running next to him. He goes for dinner. He sees Dennis Onyango, African, a big player. And then there's other, experienced players in around him. How important is that, for these young players to have, super talented and winners in around them?
You forgot to mention does his homework and then looks and sees the coach
that as well.
instead of the teacher. But no, we're very proud of we're very proud of the work that the academy is doing. We're very proud of the investment and the hours that they put in to try to make sure that they produce very good players for us. We're very proud and appreciative of the investment from the Matsipe family, because that's what helps the academy to keep going. There's a bright future ahead for these kids. Cassius is now the flag bearer in a way, and he's done extremely well. Mkhulisi is probably the more experienced of the players that come from the academy. So we have some very good work that's being done in the past and currently, and for sure I think there's still quite a lot to be seen from Ntando Tando also, Jerome, you've seen a little bit in the first team, and also for the DDC, he's got incredible potential. But like as I always say with the younger ones, be very careful, you know. Let's not hype them too much. Let's allow them to dream, you know, to dream of getting there. But also to understand that not so much modern of what modern society gives you, which is this instant gratification and this instant success. Life is about hardships and working hard to get what you want, you know. So sometimes we have to teach these lessons indirectly and allow these young ones to make mistakes and to grow and to get to a level where they can shine and represent not just themselves, but also their families, and we can be very proud of them.
He's already taken the mic.
Coach, still on the issue of the young players, obviously, I mean, it goes without saying, or there's no doubt that Christian has been outstanding this season for the club. But, you know, having said that, he hasn't scored in a few matches. What sort of conversations are you having with him so that he mustn't be under pressure, he mustn't overdo things? Because I saw him last night, he was a little bit, you know, out of sorts, if I may. How are you talking to him to make him mustn't lose confidence?
Funny, and you think again I'm joking, but funny, I was talking to him and showing him the clips of his previous performance, and he said to me, I need to walk barefooted. He said to me, I need to walk barefooted. No, that's what he said. So it's with the young ones, it's you have to accept. Unfortunately, you are paying school fees. You know, you are paying school fees. They can only learn by making mistakes, and they will get better. What should be a blessing for them is exactly what Karabo said. Is if you look at, for an example, Mkhulisi had to go to Black Leopards on loan to get game time and to learn. Let's look at Percy, and that's another story. Percy had to go out on loan also, and go and get his minutes and learn. And they are very fortunate and privileged, and they should never forget this, that they are actually learning from some of the best already, and without you know. And again, I try so much to guard my words, and again, do not misinterpret me when I speak that the others went out on loan and then all of a sudden. No, I'm trying to say the privilege of training with Tambazwane, Marcelo Allende, that privilege of doing extra training against Dennis Onyang or Ronan Williams. I mean, that is something I would as a 16-year-old, 17-year-old, 18-year-old teenager, I would do anything for that, you know. So yeah, they will grow. They'll get into that space, and we'll coach them and we'll help them to be better and better and better.
Thank you very much. We'll end it here, Coach.
Thank you.
All the best for Saturday.
Thank you.